That's why he made that kind of allegation. So in summary, even though he admitted that late Mohbad made some video accusing him that whenever if he dies, they should look in his direction, he denied having a hand in the death of Mohbad. He also said there was no dispute between him and the late Mohbad, and they had no disagreement. And finally ended by saying that the last time he saw Mohbad was a year before his death. That he was not around 24 hours or 48 hours before his death. So that was his evidence today, the summary of his evidence. The second person who testified today, the lawyer to Mohbad, Mr. Falade, who confirmed that there was a dispute between Malia Records, the label of Naira Marley, and the record label of Naira Marley and the late Mohbad over royalties. He said there was a dispute, and that the lawyer said he wrote repeatedly to Malia Records on the royalties, but he never got any response. And that the issue of the royalties is already a subject of litigation before the Federal High Court. In his own view, it was not correct, Naira Marley was not correct to say there was no dispute between him and the late Mohbad. But that is the evidence today. What one can say about the evidence today is that we are now beginning to see clearly that all was not well between late Mohbad and Naira Marley's record label before he died. We do not have evidence to prove whether in physical terms, whether Naira Marley had a hand, directly or indirectly, in the death of late Mohbad. But you know, in a coroner inquest of this nature, what is important is to look at the sequence of events that eventually led to the death of the deceased. It's an investigative process designed to know the cause of death and the circumstances surrounding the death. But again, it became clear that we should also look into the direction of those who were with the late Mohbad before he died. All of the witnesses mentioned that, Naira Marley mentioned that, and even the lawyer to late Mohbad also mentioned that we should look at all the people who were with late Mohbad in order to find out actually what caused his death. Who were the people who were with him 24 hours and 48 hours before he died? I leave that to your conjecture. I don't want to speculate. I'm not the coroner. I cannot arrive at any finding. But what I've just tried to do is to give you an overview of what happened today.
So when is that going to be?
Well, it is the coroner has not been further adjourned to 11th of April, where Sam Larry, again, the lawyer to late Mohbad confirmed that late Mohbad was attacked at the Lekki Beach by Sam Larry, and that he advised late Mohbad to lodge a report at the force headquarters. And the report was actually lodged by late Mohbad at the force headquarters. And he also went further to say that he was aware that the police twice attempted to arrest unsuccessfully Sam Larry. So we now know that we need to bring Sam Larry here to come and also state his own position. We also need to bring the two doctors. There were two hospitals that attended to late Mohbad before he died. The doctor in the first hospital, we have made application that it should be brought. This doctor in the second hospital, we have also made application that it should be brought, so that they can tell us the state the late Mohbad was at the time they were brought to their facility. Of course, you know, there's also an independent autopsy carried out. Now, the result of that independent autopsy is out. The pathologist who conducted the autopsy autopsy is ready to come to court. So the court has directed that a copy of the autopsy report should be forwarded to the chief coroner, while copies will be forwarded to the court before the 11th of April. And the court also expressed concern about the address of the driver, Late Mohbad, and that we should try to get his address before witness summons can be issued. So, in summary, 4 critical witnesses are about to be summoned. Doctors in the 2 hospitals, the pathologists who conducted the independent autopsy, and of course the driver to Late Mohbad. When we get to that bridge, we will cross it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I should get updates. I should try that to get. Sure. Yeah. Ken card.